Hello everyone. Today we will study the topic dental plaque. In this session we will study about the definition of dental plaque and the formation and development of dental plaque. So what is dental plaque? It's an adherent intercellular matrix consisting primarily of proliferating microorganisms along with a scattering of epithelial cells, leukocytes and macrophages. So it's an adherent intercellular matrix. It consists of microorganisms, then epithelial cells, leukocytes, and macrophages. Another definition is it can also be defined as the soft deposits that form the biofilm adhering to the tooth surface or other hard surfaces in the oral cavity, including removable and fixed restoration. So another definition is it's a soft deposit that forms the biofilm. It is attached to the tooth surface or any other hard surface in the oral cavity, including removable and fixed restoration. It's a host associated biofilm. What is biofilm? Biofilm is defined as a relatively undefinable microbial community associated with a tooth surface or any other hard non-shedding material. It is a undefinable microbial community. It's associated with tooth surface. This definition is given by Widrer and Cheraklis in 1989. So the important topic is the formation or development of dental plaque. In this, three steps is there. Step 1, pellicle formation. Step 2, bacterial adherence. Step 3, growth and accumulation of bacteria. So in development of the dental plaque, three steps: pellicle formation, bacterial adherence, growth and accumulation of bacteria. The first step is pellicle formation. So first of all, we want to know what is a pellicle. Pellicle is the initial organic structure that forms on the surface of teeth and artificial prostheses. It's an initial organic structure that forms on the surface of teeth and artificial prostheses. So, what's this stage in pellicle formation? How pellicle is formed? First stage in pellicle formation involves the adsorption of salivary proteins to appetite surface. So first of all, I want to say the hydroxyapatite surface of our tooth enamel consists of positively charged calcium and negatively charged phosphate group. So this pellicle formation is adsorption of salivary proteins to appetite surface. This results from an electrostatic ionic interaction between hydroxyapatite, which has negatively charged phosphate groups, that interacts with opposite charged groups in the salivary macromolecule. So, pellicle is equal to adsorption of salivary proteins to appetite surface, that is negative charged phosphate ion with positive charged group in salivary macromolecule. So negative charge phosphate ions in the appetite surface with positive charge group in salivary macromolecule. In this way, salivary proteins is adsorbed to the appetite surface. In this way, pellicle formation occurs. The mean pellicle thickness varies from 100 nanometer at 2 hours to 500 to 1000 nanometer. So this is the first step, pellicle formation. Second step is the bacterial adherence. In dental plaque development, two adhesion processes are required. First one is bacteria must adhere to the pellicle surface and become sufficiently attached to withstand oral cleansing forces. First step is bacteria must adhere to the pellicle surface. Second step, bacteria must grow and adhere to each other to allow plaque accumulation. So two steps in adhesion process. During initial adherence, interaction occurs mainly between specific bacteria and pellicle. So, how bacterial attachment occurs? Bacterial attachment by electrostatic interaction, bacterial attachment by hydrophobic interaction, bacterial attachment by specific lectin-like substance. In these three ways, bacteria is attached. First one, Bacterial attachment via electrostatic interactions. Oral bacteria bear an overall net negative charge component of the bacterial surface, and negative charge components of pellicle become linked by cations such as calcium. So bacterial cell wall has a negative charge. So negative charge of bacterial cell wall and negative charge of pellicle linked by cations such as calcium. In this diagram it is shown negative charge of bacteria, negative charge of pellicle. It's linked by positive charge of calcium. So first step is bacterial attachment by electrostatic interaction. Second one, bacterial attachment by hydrophobic interaction. These interactions are based on the close structural fit between molecules on the pellicle and bacterial surface. Nature of hydrophobicity of cell is not clearly unknown. Contributing factor may be lipoteichoic acid, which may provide a long hydrophobic area. So, these interactions are based on close structural fit between molecules on the pellicle and bacterial surface. So contributing factors may be lipoteichoic acid. What is lipoteichoic acid? Lipoteichoic acid is a major constituent of the cell wall of gram-positive bacteria. So contributing factor may be that lipoteichoic acid, which may provide a long hydrophobic area. So in this way also bacterial attachment is occurring. Bacterial attachment via specific lectin-like substance. So next attachment by lectin-like substance. Lectins in the bacterial surface recognize specific carbohydrate structure in the pellicle and become linked. So lectins are glycan binding proteins in bacteria. So these lectins in bacteria will recognize some carbohydrate structure in pellicle and they become linked. This is shown in the diagram. Adhesion and attachment occurs between bacteria and clean to surface, bacteria and pellicle, bacteria and bacteria, bacteria and other species, bacteria and matrix. So step 3 is growth and accumulation of bacteria. We know pellicle is formed, then bacteria is attached to that pellicle. Then next is growth and accumulation of bacteria. Once the bacteria is adhered to the pellicle, subsequent growth leads to bacterial accumulation and increased plaque mass. So dental plaque depends on, first one is growth by adhesion of new bacteria, that is gram-positive bacteria, then gram-negative bacteria, and bacteria, adhesion of new bacteria. Then second is by multiplication of the attached bacteria. So first is in A diagram, new bacteria is adhering. B diagram, attached bacteria is multiplying. So this bacteria, first bacteria will adhere, then they will combine with epithelial cells, PMNLs, then they form monolayer, then other bacteria will come, then they will multiply. In this way, dental plaque is formed. The initial bacteria that colonize the pellicle surface are mostly gram-positive facultative microorganisms such as Actinomyces viscus, Streptococcus sanguis. As the plaque matures, secondary colonization of Prevotella intermedia, Captocytophaga, Porphyromonas gingivalis take place. This ability of bacteria to adhere to different species and generation of microorganisms is known as co-aggregation. These are the 3 steps in the development and formation of dental plaque. In this way, dental plaque is formed. In next video, we can discuss about the types of plaque. I hope this video is helpful. Please don't forget to like, share and comment. Thank you.